So I've been scrolling on Reddit, and what I've found has been very disturbing, infuriating, upsetting, horrifying, and depressing. What I found was that people really think that Molly Weasley defeated Bellatrix
out of sheer dumb luck.
And if they don't think she defeated her out of dumb luck, they say it was just J.K. Rowling offering some fan service, making this underdog woman all of a sudden, magically, no pun intended, defeat the most powerful villain. So I am here today to avenge my homegirl, Molly Weasley. These are the top 4 reasons why Molly Weasley was able to defeat Bellatrix. And it was not out of dumb luck. You don't have to be a Potterhead to know that Bellatrix Lestrange was a powerful witch. I mean, you see it in the movie. She was killing people left, right, and center. She killed Sirius Black. She killed our pal Dobby. She's sick and she's twisted, and she is Voldemort's biggest fan. Homegirl was constantly winning those duels. And I mean, she survived during the first Wizarding War when she was on Voldemort's side. I mean, you have to be powerful enough to live through that, go to Azkaban, escape Azkaban, and then live as far as she did in the second Wizarding War. There is no denying that Bellatrix is powerful. So with all this on her side, she definitely made one of the most intimidating opponents. I mean, most people were afraid of her. The girl's crazy. Just look at her. But the fact that Bellatrix is so scary and so crazy is what makes this scene
not my daughter, you bitch!
so much more iconic. Throughout the entire series, Molly Weasley had been terrified of losing her family. Molly had already lost her 2 brothers, Fabian and Gideon, in the first Wizarding War, which is why I think it made it all the more scary for her when her children joined the Order of the Phoenix, because she knew exactly what they were getting themselves into. She knew the stakes that were at hand. During the Battle of Hogwarts, Molly lost her son Fred, whom we all know and love, God rest his soul. And this is the moment where Molly's fears came true. She lost one of her family members, just like she lost her brothers. Then, to make matters worse, she looks over and sees her daughter Ginny, Hermione, and Luna all fighting Bellatrix. And Bellatrix is going after Ginny specifically with a killing curse. Molly was not about to lose another one of her children. And this leads us to the first reason why Molly was able to defeat Bellatrix. She was fueled by a mother's love. Now, this might sound corny, but we all know throughout the Harry Potter series, this is proven true time and time again. There is this huge theme of the power of motherly love. From the very beginning, the whole reason why Harry survived against Voldemort is because Lily sacrificed herself for him. If Lily hadn't have sacrificed herself for Harry, then this whole series wouldn't have even happened. Harry was protected from Voldemort because of Lily's sacrificial love. We also see this with Narcissa Malfoy. She doesn't really play the right side, but it's a theme. Everything she does is for Draco. She would live her life miserably on Voldemort's side if it meant that she could protect Draco. She will then risk her life by lying to Voldemort about Harry being dead to protect Draco. It is not because she wants to help Harry and be this all of a sudden heroic person. She will play whatever side she has to protect her son, whatever side seems safest. I mean, homegirl's a Slytherin. She's out to protect herself and her family. There is this person on Reddit. They posted this thing about motherly love, and I think they hit the nail on the head. They said, "I think this is where people go wrong. The message of the Harry Potter books to us muggles is that love is greater than hate. In the wizarding world, the most powerful form of magic is love. Those who possess love are stronger than those without it." So how does this tie into my argument that Molly is a better fighter than Bella? Molly has love. In fact, she's a fountain of love in the series. Her love extends beyond her family. It's no surprise that Molly and Bill were invited as Harry's family before the 3rd task of the Triwizard Tournament. Molly has love, which Bellatrix doesn't. Because of that alone, she possesses the power that Bellatrix knows not. Remember what Dumbledore told Harry, pity those who live without love. In the OOP, Dumbledore also mentions that a room in the Department of Mysteries holds the most powerful form of magic, love. When Molly went to fight Bellatrix, she was fueled with motherly love. She wanted to protect her daughter. She was ready to avenge her son Fred. She was fueled by love and grief. And that is what made her so powerful in that moment. And that is one of the reasons why she was able to defeat Bellatrix. They call them mama bears for a reason. They seem nice, but if you mess with their kids, there is an instinct in them that will come out and they will just... don't mess with them. Now, the second reason why Molly Weasley was able to defeat Bellatrix is something we all have to be honest about. Bellatrix was at a bit of a disadvantage because she didn't have her wand. And we all know that when a witch or wizard doesn't have their own personal wand, their magic is a little off. Bellatrix had lost her wand to Ron, Hermione, and Harry in Malfoy Manor, so Bellatrix didn't have her wand back, which meant that she was using somebody else's. She wasn't really on her A game there. But this is where I get a little heated, because on Reddit, now, I love you, my fellow Potterheads, but on Reddit, some of you are saying that this is the only reason why Molly was able to defeat Bellatrix. And I don't believe it
for a second.
While this reason is a big reason, it is not the only reason why Molly was able to defeat Bellatrix. That is not fair. Which leads me to my third reason why Molly was able to defeat Bellatrix, and it's because Molly is a powerful witch. Even though Molly's love is the main reason why I think that she was able to defeat Bellatrix, Molly was actually just an underrated powerhouse. While Bellatrix and Molly were fighting, the book says that the ground was cracking beneath them. I'm sorry, but only a powerful wizard could have that happen while they're dueling. I'm sorry, and to argue otherwise is kind of unrealistic to me. You have to admit Molly is powerful. And I mean, in everyday life, Molly was already doing multiple spells at once, and she had to raise Fred and George. I'm sorry, you have to be pretty powerful to put those two boys in line. And she was also good at healing spells. I honestly believe that Molly was underrated because the way she used her magic was more domestic. This Reddit post says, I think this shows that Molly has power. She just doesn't use it in a way that we traditionally see power used. Isn't that worded perfectly? Molly is powerful, just not in the way that you would expect. Which leads me to my fourth and final point. Molly Weasley defeated Bellatrix because she had the element of surprise on her side. When Molly stepped up to fight Bellatrix, Bellatrix started by laughing and mocking Molly. She wasn't prepared like she was when she dueled Sirius or Tonks. With them, she knew what she was getting into. She didn't see Molly as a threat because Molly used her magic domestically and didn't really use it in duels publicly. Bellatrix probably just expected Molly to play more defensive or use weaker spells, kind of like what Harry was known for doing. But Molly went right at her with some powerful spells, and she was ready to kill Bellatrix. I honestly think that Bellatrix was kind of psyched out because she wasn't expecting Molly to be as good as she was. And I think that played to Molly's advantage. Moral of the story here is don't underestimate the quiet kid. So there it is, you guys, 4 reasons why Molly Weasley was able to defeat Bellatrix. Comment down below some videos you'd like to see. And don't forget to like and subscribe, but only if you like it. Love you, crazy Potterheads.